What's going on, everybody? Big shout out to all the patrons who follow me on Patreon. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it, especially this month lately. I really appreciate you guys' support and being patient with me. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys have received an email. Check out the email because it's going to pertain to what I'm showing you in this video. The modded cutscene deluxe package. All right. I already released the free version. This actually isn't a paid version. It's just a version that I'm releasing to people that are on Patreon. Okay. So the email went out. The email went out. Details about that are on Patreon. If you are already a patron, go to my Patreon. You'll see the details right above the little draft stage thing that I released. Okay, so let's jump into this. All right. So what I want to show you real quick is you guys have seen this on my channel before. We've got modded cutscenes, but in the past, you guys were probably like, whoa. In the modded cutscene pack, I don't have this specific cutscene or whatever. But now you will have exactly what I have. Okay, this is the deluxe version. I could add more cutscenes to it. I could take away some from it, but I'm not going to do any more to it right now. I'm going to let you guys play it out so I can get out more tutorials on that. You can change this gem if you want. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now how everything goes really quickly, just in case anybody decides they want to join the Patreon. The link to this file is not on Patreon. It is, if you're part of the Patreon or join the Patreon today, it will be emailed to you. The link to it will be emailed because you have to get granted access to this. This is like one of the only mods I've ever done like this where you have to have special access. But I really had to do something special for my patrons. They've been very patient with me, and I was like, wow, this is my one chance to do something kind of exclusive, I guess you would say. All right, so let's jump into this. Maybe at some point I'll release this like to everybody, but right now, that if that happens, that probably wouldn't even be till like 2K24. But anyway, all right, so I'm in my 2K23 directory where I have all my game files. Now, as you can see, I have when you download the deluxe package, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, you need 7-zip to unzip this. You need 7-zip. Again, this is a 7-zip file. You need a program called 7-zip. It allows you to compress files and uncompress files. All right. So when I right click, I have an option for 7-zip and open archive. So when I open the archive here, shoot, my little window went away. Let me bring it back. Let me make this window smaller. All right. So when I open the archive, you guys will see I got my 2K23 directory over here, and then I've opened this file up here, and then there's a folder. You can just drag this folder right into this 2K23 directory. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Yeah, I'll actually, hold on one sec. All right. So I had to move that file out the way. So anyway, what you want to do is get to your 7-zip directory. Get to your 2K23 directory. And this folder here, you want to drag and drop it in here. It's going to ask you, it's going to copy it over. I'm going to press cancel because I already have it. And mine is right here. So then once you get in the game, all right, once you have this and you get in the game, you won't be on this screen. So I'm going to show you. You're going to be at this screen. You're going to press F8. If you don't know how to get this stuff to come up, you need to start from scratch, bro. You shouldn't even be trying to do this. All right. So anyway, you're going to go to resource. You're going to click my resources. And then right here, it's going to be unselected at first. All right. So you're going to turn it on. Press F8. You're back in the game. But restart the game from there. Once you turn it on, restart the game. Once you turn it off, if you don't want to use it anymore, turn it off and then close your game and you can restart the game without it. But when you want to use it, just make sure it's already turned on before you start the game. That should be, if you listen to that statement, what I said, make sure that mod is already turned on before you start the game. So I just turned it on. That's when you will restart the game. All right. You guys got to start listening. Some of you are good at this. Some of you have trouble because you got to listen to what I'm actually saying. All right. Once you get it, once you restart the game after you've enabled it, you don't have to go back to this and check it. It's already on. If it's already on when you start the game, everything will show up. All right. So you go to features. You're going to go to debug. Now, how do you get this debug? How do you get that? Well, I've already gone over that in several videos, guys. I've gone over that. So when I press F8 again, plugins, go to my plugin manager. Where is it? Unlock debug options. I've shared this with you guys. This is something that was free, put out by Louis last year. He put this out last year. So I don't think he re-released it, but he put it out all the way for 2K22. Still works in 2K23. You guys got to have that. You got to have that already enabled. All right. Then go to debug. Then you want to go to this second option in the middle, and then it comes up with this. And you are at the Deluxe cutscene mod. All right. Now, one thing I know people want to see, let's look at this. So we got this. If you look up here, it says the environment name. This type of stuff can be changed. It can be changed. Don't take this video lightly, guys. This is a serious video. If you're trying to do something creative, this is it. Just listen. I'm sorry, man, but I got to speak direct to you guys. Some of you guys have a hard time. All right. So when I click this, give it a second. It'll load up the scene. You can change the characters in the scene. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be Adam Silver. You can change him to David Stern. That my player, that's just a generic my player, would always pop up with a generic my player, but you can change that to be a specific person. All right. I've shown you guys how to do this already. Now I'm going to show you that same scene, but without. Yeah. See, that's without the draft arena. Now, why would I have it without the draft arena? Just in case, let's say you're doing, hold on one second. Let me click off. Yeah. Let's say you're doing a video for college. So instead of trying to, let me get up here. Instead of trying to force a cutscene in the draft arena, you can just come in close, do a little close up, and put your little college coach on the left, put your particular player cyberface on the right, and make this look like you're committing to a school. You don't have to be in this environment. You can use other environments. And I've tried to show you guys how to do that. You got this right here. Here's the other part of that scene. But yeah, of course you don't want him walking up the stairs or whatever, but you might have it like, this. You can change the clothes. You might have it like this, where he's going to meet up with the guy. You're going to say that's your recruiter or something. I'm giving you guys ideas. You can use it for whatever you want. You can say that's your dad shaking your hand, whatever. Be creative. Be creative. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys something. So that scene that we just saw, you can change that arena. When it says environment name arena, all you got to do is if you select a different team, it will be a different arena. So watch this. Let's see. Let's go to like Clippers. It'll be a different arena, and you can replace the actual team arenas. You don't have to use the team arenas. Let me show you. That's how I got that little gem. It's hard to explain right here. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm gonna show you the other thing. So if you already stopped watching, you missing out. That's on you. I don't care. I can't. It's nothing I can do for those people who don't want to watch the full video. It's nothing I can do for you. So anyway, inside of this folder, you see this folder called mod enabler files. That works with these two files, JSGME, that's called JoneSoft generic mod enabler. So what I use that for is when I double click that, see, I've got some stuff enabled. So if I show you, if I select so when it says arena here, I've got this thing here. So I'll show you real quick. I got to go to the first two teams, 76ers and bucks, I believe. So one team, wait, it's supposed to be, it's something is keeping me from, let's see, 0-0, that's 76ers. What is the Bucks? Okay, I have moved something around. Oh, it's not 0-0. 76ers is that small gym. So the Bucks will show like this as arena, or if I came to this, if I come back over here, or if it says this, it will have that Barclays look. But anyway, let's go to Wizards now and see what 20. Okay. One says draft 2023, which is this year. That's what it is. One says draft 2023. And then if I go back to the Bucks, I believe it says 2020. I don't know what it says. 2020. It just says 2020. So you can change that sign if you want. I already did it for you. Another thing is back in the back on these TVs, that's where it'll say draft. You guys got to get creative with this. All right. So that's when I click on this, that's this little thing. So I can disable that. If I disable that, it's just going to go back to the regular Bucks and Wizards arenas. I know that's a lot to take in. Some of you still won't be able to wrap your head around that concept. Let me see what this is. Modded arenas. Modded arenas replace arenas. I believe this has to do with the, let me just go see. So when I click in here, I got to go down to modded arenas, replace arenas. Up here it is. Okay. So this is the one, how I get the small gym. So I'll show you again what the small gym is real quick for the 76ers. That's how I get this little small gym right here. Big shout out to Artoom who made that, based it off of Next Gen, Chris Brickley gym. But if I disable that, watch this. Once I disable that, it's going to go to the regular 76ers arena. So that's what that is for. I'm going to keep making tutorials, but I'm going to try to put them out on YouTube or whatever. But for sure, they're going to be for the people who support it on Patreon, because that's what this mod is for. So this is kind of a long video, and I'm sorry, but I got to put it out like this. All right. Another thing is, let's look at, all right. So all the stuff that says replaces tunnel generic INT. So when it says tunnel generic INT, let's see if I can find, let me get back over here. Tunnel generic right here. I'll show you what it looks like by default. So press a little button. This is what it looks like by default. This is a tunnel. It's a generic tunnel. All right. So back out of that. I'm going to stay on this little modded cutscene and then come here and just find anything. It says apartment basic. So let's just select that and activate that mod. Come in here and then they'll be in an apartment. It should be in an apartment. All right, so, oh shoot, I don't even remember what game this is from. This apartment is from, but like the couch needs to be moved. I'm not gonna do all of that right now. I'm definitely not. I don't even know where the couch is supposed to be. Maybe by the window. This little dresser thing needs to be moved. But as you can see, they're sitting right there in the refrigerator. I can move stuff around in this apartment if I want. But yeah. You can see there and there. Let me find another scene with the tunnel. So instead of having the tunnel, I don't know, is that tunnel? Yeah, instead of having the tunnel, it's the small apartment thing. All right, so he's in the apartment. He's standing on the wall and stuff, but whatever. So maybe this little small apartment is not a great example, but I'll show you another one. So just disable that. Just looking for anything that replaces tunnel generic. Here's another apartment. Let's just do green screen. We got green screen replaces tunnel. Click that. Back out, come back. And he's in front of a green screen. So now you can really get to messing with some, make stuff for your content, whether it be thumbnails or whatever. All right, let me find another tunnel generic scene. Here's another one. You can replace those two people in the background with whoever you want. You can swap out clothing. I'm going to show you guys how to swap out clothing based on what I've been able to discover so far. Here's another tunnel generic scene right here, getting interviewed. Now you can put him back in the gym if you want. We can turn off that. Well, hold on. Maybe we can't for that particular scene. Let's see. But you can do it. Let's see. If we put this is a hotel. Let's see what happens. All right, I think I got to zoom in. Where is he? Oh, he's outside. Now you can replace all these little reporters with an actual person. Let's see. Yeah. So different scenes will cause this to look different. All right. I'm back out of that. I'm gonna still use that same scene, but I need a different background that replaces tunnel generic int. Locker room, churchland, locker room, office, motel room, players lounge. Let's see this one. This one should look decent. Nah, it looks weird because they're outside of that. Okay. Anyway, some cutscenes will look good, some cutscenes will not. Just depending on where you put it. All right, where's everybody at? Oh, they still outside of the little thing. All right. So let me turn that off. Got the owner's house. I think most of these replace the tunnel, actually, to be honest. Let me see. Yep, this one replaces the tunnel. Yeah, this is a house. So it's all kind of stuff in here. You can make these cutscenes work for you. I'm gonna get some more tutorials. Where everybody at? They over there. Okay. In the backyard, ain't they? Anyway, man, this video way too long. It's the goods on YouTube. I'm gone. This is out and available for all my Patreon supporters. You should have received an email. But anyway, I'm the goods. I'm gone. I gotta get this video up.